Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. Xbox covers much more than just a single console, as you'll know if you're a subscriber to Xbox Game Pass for PC, and if you aren't, you are missing out on the best deal in gaming. It will give you access to more than 100 PC games, including everything from Halo Reach to Age of Empires. It's a pretty hard deal to beat. And soon, that library is getting even bigger with some brand new award-winning games that I'm going to take you through right now. Let's get into it.
Mommy is dead, Hugo. You'll never see her again. Go away! Hugo, no!
First up, A Plague Tale: Innocence, which focuses on the story of Amicia and Hugo, a brother and sister in 14th century France at a time when the country was being ravaged by the Black Death. Which is bad enough, but things soon take a dark turn, and the two children are forced to flee across France on the run from the soldiers of the Catholic Inquisition. It's not exactly a fair fight, so don't expect to be facing anyone head-on. This is a tense stealth game where you're constantly ducking out of sight, using environmental distractions, and even the plague-ridden rats themselves to keep you and your sibling out of danger. From that description, you might be surprised to learn A Plague Tale was made by Asobo Studio, the ones who are currently working on Flight Simulator. It's a very, very different game, but Xbox fans will be pleased to see their technical skills in the hundreds of rats they were able to throw up on screen at once, which can be controlled, or more accurately, guided with careful use of light. It's impressive in a makes your skin crawl kind of way, but really, this one's all about the story. Finding out Hugo's secret and the reason he's being hunted by the Inquisition will hook you at first, but soon you'll be just hoping nothing bad happens to these two kids and the friends they make along the way. Fair warning, a lot of bad things do happen, but if you can stomach a grim tale and just a ton of rats, A Plague Tale is a thrilling adventure from start to end.
What makes a family is what they share.
Alright, so 2 family members isn't enough for you. Well, what about 6? Children of Morta is an action RPG where you don't play a single character, but the entire family, the Bergsons, who, like all the best families, fight monsters together. Each member of the Bergson household comes with their own D&D style speciality, from archery to pyromancy to just being an awesome kung fu monk. You unlock them one by one, and then jump around the family tree as often as you want. This game is a roguelike, meaning it will whip up a fresh dungeon especially for you every time you play, but with a twist. Unlike most roguelikes, Children of Morta manages to weave a story between its randomly generated missions and gets rid of the permadeath aspect. Otherwise, it might just get a bit harrowing for a game about a wholesome family unit. After you've hacked and slashed your way through each dungeon and beaten the boss who waits at the bottom, it's back to the family home, which of course can be spruced up with the trophies from your quests. You can even rescue a baby wolf and adopt it as the family pet. The whole game can be played in local co-op with 2 players, so grab your brother, sister, or parent and get ready for some family bonding time on this addition to the library. Next up, we've got another pixel art roguelike for you, but one that plays very differently. Scourgebringer puts the focus on fast-paced action. Your character, Kira, can ping around the screen, slashing enemies, double jumping, wall running, and dashing to dodge bullets. And she's accompanied by a combat drone who can shoot right back at them. It's all about smoothly chaining together attacks to build a combo, and never touching the ground unless you absolutely have to. The dungeons you move through are randomly generated, but each room has been individually handcrafted to ensure a perfectly honed challenge. Which is lucky, because Scourgebringer's fights are going to really test your skills and your reflexes when it arrives on Xbox Game Pass for PC. Or, how about stepping into the tentacled shoes of a Lovecraftian elder god? Seasalt is part real-time strategy, part action game, where you control an army of creatures and cultists to bring chaos and destruction to helpless Victorian villagers. Well, they start out helpless. Soon the villagers learn to fight back, meaning you'll need to think carefully about which minions to pick and how you're going to lead them into battle. Think of it like a simplified StarCraft meets Call of Cthulhu, where instead of the puny humans, you get to play as the unknowable cosmic god from beyond space and time. I know Cthulhu I'd rather be in that scenario. Our final new addition to Xbox Game Pass for PC is the utterly beautiful Gris, which is French for grey. This 2D platformer looks like it should be hanging in a gallery, with levels that have been delicately hand-drawn in pencils and watercolors. And it only gets prettier as it goes on, as your running and jumping brings splashes of color to the world. The game is wordless, but there is a story to be found here, if you want to. You play a woman getting stronger, learning new skills, and all of it can be interpreted as a journey of recovery from loss and grief. Or you can just settle in, let the music and visuals wash over you, and enjoy a wonderfully tranquil platformer.
This Pandora virus is causing horrific mutations.
These games are all coming brand new to Xbox Game Pass for PC, but there are also a few other titles that arrived last month we should mention. Strategy heads will want to check out Phoenix Point, a turn-based tactics game about fighting back an alien invasion from the original creator of XCOM, as well as Age of Wonders Planetfall, where you play, well, as the alien invaders. This is a Civ-style 4X game, where you pick your faction from a choice of dinosaur-riding Amazons, cyborg zombies, or just a swarm of space bugs, and lead them to victory as you conquer the galaxy. And if you're in the mood for something a little less serious, why not try Totally Accurate Battle Simulator? This is a strategy game, sort of, where you pick your googly-eyed units, deploy into battle, and chaos ensues. You can pit 100 hobbits against a minotaur, or an army of woolly mammoths against the Grim Reaper, and it'll simulate the results. Totally accurately, of course, and totally hilariously. Plus, it's also available on Xbox Game Pass for console, if that's where you'd prefer to do your battle simulating. Now, looking ahead a little, we also know about a few big hitters that are coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC on day one of release, like Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the gorgeous sequel to one of our favourite games of this generation, and Bleeding Edge, the new multiplayer brawler from Ninja Theory, both of which are due to arrive this March. And if you've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, we've got a few new arrivals for console too. You'll be able to play A Plague Tale and Seasalt on your Xbox One as well as PC. And there are a couple of console-exclusive titles too. Out now, there's Indivisible, an action RPG meets platformer from the developers of Skullgirls, with all the same hand-drawn art style. It's like a quality anime series you can play yourself. And coming on the 30th of January is Fishing Sim World Pro Tour. It's an angler's paradise with 29 species of fish for you to catch, including bass, carp, and pike. It's shaping up to be a very good year for Xbox Game Pass, and there has never been a better time to grab a subscription to Xbox Game Pass for PC, as you can get your first 3 months right now for £1, €1, or $1, so don't miss out. Let us know which games you're going to be playing down in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for updates on every new title that comes to Xbox Game Pass as they arrive. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!